helping you forever shine as the obvious choice using your personalized brand strategy. And it is currently Tuesday, the 11th. And today we are talking about a question that I realized a flaw in my system. That's the way to put it is the question is, I'm not learning another dashboard, Zoe. Can I run this without me babysitting it? And I realized I picked the question, put it in my rotation, and I forgot to give myself context as to what this is about. So I'm going through a little bit of my mental Rolodex, the questions that I had, and going through a couple of emails and exchanges that I've had, because a good methodology for anyone who runs any, say, coaching strategy sessions, or even if you work with other colleagues, when you have a meeting, provide a meeting recap that you send via email, even if they're not confirming it on their end, just saying, hey, here is what we talked about from my point of view, here is the email. I'm going to tell you that is so much better than just leaving it out in the ether. And that has saved me in both consulting and both like corporate work as well, where people have not lied, but they've said, may have said that, oh, you forgot something, Zoe, or you did wrong here, Zoe. And I provide the email that we both have, that I sent, that we both have, says, look, here is the thing that I said we talked about, and here it is right here. So this is not to catch anyone out, but I'm looking at my own system. So what I usually do is I have a mind, I have a little second brain where I put all my questions and then I pull them out for situations like this where we do see not sorry. And guess what? I've forgotten to give myself context. So when it comes to, I understand the mentality of not wanting to learn another thing. So when it comes to dashboards are usually a centralized area of either a tool or a collection of tools that you're using to get a better idea of the experiments that you're running or the things that you're trying out within your business or your brand are actually having impact. Like, are you growing? Are you stagnating? Or are you dropping down in whatever metric you decide to use, or a collection of metrics you decide to use as your like focus point? But I realize I've forgotten to actually put that context here. And when it says running without babysitting, this is probably in relation to when it comes to marketing strategy. There is a lot of ways that you can go about this, but I come from a practice, both self-taught as well as learning from others in my field, of having real numbers behind what you do. And when I say real numbers, I'm not talking just engagement metrics. People have seen your post. No, have they clicked through and gone to the landing page? From those who've gone through the landing page, have they clicked on to, join your email list, download the freebie, join the lead, become part of the mastermind or webinar? Like, what is the actual steps that has meant money coming to you? Or if you're growing a personal brand and you don't want to be, say, doing all those type of marketing activities, how many downloads are you getting on your podcast? Yes, downloads don't guarantee that you've got people listening to your podcast, but it's downloads that mean if you want to get advertisers on board, use that. If you want to get people to collaborate with, use downloads as the metric to be able to judge whether something like podcasting is successful. And that's the same thing with live streams. How many people are viewing what you're doing at a regular or concurrent time establishes how much influence you have with your personal brand. And I'm going to say this now, you do not need lots of numbers or really high numbers to be influential in your field. There are plenty of people who work in very niche specific areas that do not have millions and millions of likes, and that they are better off for it because they have a more centralized community who actually care about what they have to say compared to people who are famous for the sake of being famous. Let's not name names here. Feel free to do so in the comments if you like to boost up my engagement stats. When it comes to babysitting your own personal brand, it is one of those situations where you can't really just let it run in the background without you, because there is a high chance that if you aren't taking control of your personal brand, someone else will. And when I say someone else, I'm not talking just about your reputation or what people say about you or the secret whispers behind your back or the gossip that is about you. I'm talking about people who have precedence or maybe who have need of your personal brand, and they're going to use it to get into the rooms where it happens, to use you as that star employee that they say, oh, when this person's never going to leave and they'll do all the work that we need them to do. That is where it comes into play, where if your personal brand is not being dictated by you, it is going to be dictated by someone else, because that's just how it works. And the reason I like to focus on working with people and growing their personal brand in that respect is because it is yours to ultimately do whatever you want to do with it, the freedom to choose whatever you want to do with it, to have fun with it. and the flexibility to, if you want to change career paths, industries, whatever you want to do, the fact is your personal brand is the thing that's going to be with you all the way. So why not invest in it to be able to allow you to secure that next step in your career, that next pivot that you want to make, or the next project that you want to take on board, because you want to bring along people along with you. So even though I don't entirely know where the context of this question is, and I'm sorry, because of course, all my usual backups where I have all the details as to who asked this question, when it was, are all blank, because of course they are. So that's fun. Either way, I want to stress that if you are taking a hold of your marketing strategy and you're overwhelmed by the potential dashboards, what this means, how you're going to integrate it into your own strategy or current strategy, do not worry. That is my concern for you. So that's why you're going to talk to me, Zoe Wood, your video confidence coach, and I'll do that work for you so you don't have to stress too much about that.